Mr. Transformers 96 here with another top 5 most anticipated hot toys for the year 2018. So now I do this every now and then for my top 5 most anticipated hot toys of the year based on the movies that are coming out that year. So I'm going to do it now for 2018. Obviously, it's pretty early. We're only in October of 2017. But doing it early like this, it allows me to make updates in the future as more information comes to light, as more characters are shown, and just as trailers come out. The characters and figures that I'm most anticipating do change just based on the extra information that is received. So in this video, I'm counting every movie that comes out in 2018. I'm even counting Star Wars The Last Jedi, just because it comes out so late in this year. It comes out just a few weeks before 2018, and just about all the figures will come out in 2018. So I decided to include that as well. But let's get started here. So my fifth figure that I'm most anticipating from 2018 movies is going to be the Wasp from Ant-Man and the Wasp. I considered putting Ghost in here instead of the Wasp, because Ghost will be the villain of Ant-Man and the Wasp, but since we don't actually have a clear image of him, I'm more just excited for him simply off of the back of Yellow Jacket, essentially, because I really did enjoy the look of Yellow Jacket in the film. I was always really disappointed that we never got that figure, so because of that, I decided to go with the Wasp. The Wasp is a figure that I definitely plan to get, as I hope that she does have a prominent role in this movie, which I'm sure she will, considering the movie now is being called Ant-Man and the Wasp. So I think that she'll have a nice part in the movie. I do like her costume so far. The photo that was released of her that she shared on Twitter, which is at the left there, I think looks really great, and her helmet looks very cool as well. So I'm excited for that character and the figure, and hopefully she'll be very cool. I'll be interested to see how Hot Toys does the wings, if they make them articulated and how they make them attach. So definitely excited for that Wasp figure. Now, next up, number 4 is going to be a Nebula. Now, she was on my list for 2017, a while back when I made this similar video like a year ago for Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Unfortunately, though, they never made her, to my surprise. I was really expecting them to make her from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. They never did. However, I do think that we'll probably get an Infinity War one, simply because, now she's like a member of the Guardians, essentially. She went off to do her own thing at the end of the movie. However, I do think that she's going to kind of be a member now. I could definitely see her dying in Infinity War, certainly trying to kill her father. I think that if I had to guess, I would think that Nebula will die in Infinity War. However, I think that we'll finally actually get a Hot Toys of her as well, so I'll be very excited for that. I have always wanted the purple costume for Nebula. Now, and with Guardians of the Galaxy 1, that was obviously the costume that we would have gotten, but they never made her, unfortunately. With Guardians of the Galaxy 2, she wore that for half of the movie, so there was still a chance that we'd get that costume. Unfortunately, that never made her. So now with Infinity War, she'll be wearing the red costume, and therefore there's no more chances of getting the purple costume, unfortunately. However, I'd still be happy with the red costume, and yeah, hopefully they do make her. There's so many figures, and there's so many characters that they can make figures of in Infinity War that's the only reason why I think that maybe they wouldn't make her. However, of all the characters in Infinity War, Nebula and Mantis are really the only ones that they haven't made yet. So I would assume that they'll make those two, because they're going to get more people to purchase them, since they've never made they've never made different versions of them before. Everybody else they have multiple different versions of. And speaking of characters that they have multiple different versions of, number 3 is Groot from Infinity War, Teen Groot to be specific. I'm quite excited for this. I love the concept of having Groot at a different age in every movie. It allows that character to stay so fresh and have like a gimmick throughout the film, which is very fun. And yeah, I love it, I have to say. And I do have the adult Groot already, and I've got Baby Groot on pre-order, so Teen Groot would fit in really perfectly with them. So that would be just absolutely wonderful. I think Teen Groot is an awesome Groot. I think that he could be really fun. I hope that they come up with enough new stuff for him to do. I don't want him just to be like all angry the entire movie. Obviously he should be very angsty, but I do hope that they have different gimmicks for him in the throughout the movie. So I think that he could be super fun and funny, and he's looking great too. I like his design. He's very much like the older one, but he has some of those baby features in particularly in the face, and then he's just very skinny and has more of a slick look. He doesn't look as rough, which I think is just it's a wonderful idea. So I'm very excited for Teen Groot. Groot's really like the only character that I'll buy like every different version of. With everybody else, I try just to buy one version of them and stick with it in my collection. But Groot, I will buy every version of him, you know, because his look is obviously so different because it's him at a different age. So I'm extremely excited for Teen Groot in Infinity War, and I would be just as excited for a Hot Toys of him. I think that they'll make him. I certainly hope they do, especially since the Groot figures so far. Well, I mean, adult Groot's the only one that I physically have right now, but adult Groot is such a fantastic figure that the level of detail should be excellent on him, and it looks excellent on Baby Groot as well. Now, my second pick, I'm actually pretty excited for. This is from Black Panther, and it is Killmonger. Eric Killmonger, played by Michael B. Jordan. I do like Michael B. Jordan quite a bit, and he is playing the main villain in the new Black Panther movie. And you know, I was never really too excited for the villains, just because they didn't look super neat, and I didn't know much about them. However, what really got me excited was during I believe it was San Diego Comic-Con. They released some promo images for the Killmonger figure, which actually has him in a Black Panther suit, which is very exciting, and it doesn't look like it's very gimmicky. It looks rather realistic, and therefore I do believe that this is not just like a toy concept art gimmick thing. I do 100% believe that this is actually, he'll don the suit in the movie, especially since you do have some artwork of him at the bottom left corner of that box. So I'm extremely excited for this. I do hope that we get a Killmonger figure. Since he's so similar to the Black Panther, I think that we probably will, but he's very cool. So he's got a very similar suit to Black Panther. However, he has a lot of gold detailing. I love the detail around the face. He's got like almost like teeth detail in gold, which I think looks very cool. And then those weapons, who knows if he'll actually use those weapons. I do believe that he will use weapons though, because you're gonna want to make him pop out, because the two Black Panthers, when they're fighting, they're gonna be rather similar. So obviously you have some gold details to let the general audience know that that's Killmonger, and I would imagine that he'll probably fight with weapons like that, while Black Panther won't actually have any physical weapons. That would be my guess, and that will help the fighting styles be different as well. So I'm actually really excited for this this character in the new movie, and you know, having a cool villain that I can look forward to really helps me get excited for this movie as well. I do think it looks quite good too, so that is definitely a figure that I'm very much looking forward to. It's also one that I'm not quite sure if they'll do. Like, I'm pretty confident that they'll make Wasp, Nebula, and Groot. Killmonger though, I'm not super confident for. However, I do think that there's certainly a good chance. So I'm very excited, and I really do hope that we get a Killmonger figure. Now, my number one figure that I'm most anticipating of the movies that are kind of coming out in 2018, or at least the figures will be coming out in 2018, has to be Snoke from The Last Jedi. You know, The Last Jedi figures, Star Wars is probably my favorite thing. Like, I love Marvel, Transformers, and DC. However, if I have to choose between all four of them, if I had to put one at number one, I'd probably say that Star Wars is my favorite thing. And with The Last Jedi figures, I really haven't been getting very excited as far as the Hot Toys are concerned. None of them are really blowing my mind. I wanted to get Kylo Ren, but I was disappointed in his head sculpt, so now I don't even think I'm going to get that figure. And yeah, there's nothing that's really been super exciting for me from the Last Jedi Hot Toys line. This would be the one that would get me excited though. Snoke obviously is going to be, he's kind of the big bad of the Star Wars universe, and maybe if Kylo Ren becomes good in Episode 8, he might turn into like the main antagonist of Episode 9. But nonetheless, I'm very excited for him. You know, I've kind of gone back and forth as to what I think about his look, his design. However, in the trailer that was just released, he looked really great in that quick shot that we have of him at the bottom there. He looked very cool. He looked very realistic as well. He didn't look very CGI-ish like he did in The Force Awakens. So I am super excited for Snoke in this film, and I think that a Hot Toys figure would be great of him. I do believe that Hot Toys will make him, although I'm not 100% sure if they'll make him for Star Wars 8. I do think they'll, by Star Wars 9, they will make him. So I'm really hoping that they do make him though for The Last Jedi. That would be the one figure that I would get really excited about the Last Jedi Hot Toys line. So there you go. That's my fifth, fourth, third, second, and first figure that I'd be most looking forward to from movies in 2018. Let me know what you guys think of my picks, and let me know what your guys' picks would be for your top 5 Hot Toys figures of 2018 movies. I will probably do an update to this as more photos come out and more trailers and more information. I'm sure my mind will change on some of these, and at the very minimum, the order as well. So I'm sure I will do an update video of this, coming up within the next couple months or so. But there you go. Thanks so much for watching.